Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today's video will be a short one. It's going to be following my drive across the majority of the United States out west. Now, I did a lot of driving, so I don't have a ton of great sights that I've captured on my camera here, but I would have loved to pull over and do some more sightseeing if I had more time. Especially in Arkansas, the Ozarks region seemed really interesting. However, I did get to see a lot of cool things right from the highway. It was so humid in some places that I ended up just staying in hotel rooms and cooking meals in the room. I added an extra day onto my trip because I decided to drive down to Tennessee and look at a couple of properties that I saw online. I didn't find the one, however, I'm not in a particular rush to buy land. I still am taking it seriously, and one day I will buy my property. Now, this is just some random footage I took of one of the properties I was at. This is really what kind of land I'm looking for. Lots of woods for building trails and potentially hunting. I want the freedom to get a septic system or whatever the basic requirements are and just kind of pull up with a small trailer or perhaps build a cabin. I don't want any kind of time frame for construction, as I will probably just start out by camping there, and the less restrictions the better. I just want a place in the hills where I can live cheaply, shoot guns, ride four-wheelers, build out buildings without the bureaucracy of permits, and maybe dedicate half an acre or so to food production, maybe get chickens one day. The issue with these was that most of the land was completely impossible to access with a four-wheeler. The price just wasn't right for how the land sat in that area, and I've visited other lots in the past, just to the north of there, that sat a lot better, but they sold as soon as they hit the market. I learned from that experience that if I like it, I'm just going to commit to buying it then and there, after I do my due diligence, of course. It's going to be quite a slow process, but outside of this trip, I save most of the money that I can to ensure that I can buy land without going into debt. Buying land is new and exciting for me, but I realize that no lot is the perfect one. You kind of just have to work at it over the years and build your own oasis. Looks like they got it cleared up. Hopefully no one was hurt. They added about like an hour even to the trip. So I won't be getting to Arkansas till late. So unfortunately, yeah, there's no way I could look at any of the state parks now. But that's alright. I'm sure I'll be back out this way. Mississippi River. Look at that. Welcome to the natural state, Arkansas. That is some river. Wow. That thing looks like a lake. Alright, well, we got 4 hours to the hotel where I'm staying at on the other side of the state. Should get there by 9:30 tonight. Then tomorrow, I'm going to drive to Amarillo, Texas. Well, this is still I-40. I'm going to take it pretty much all the way across the whole country, so we got quite a ways to go, but I'm in East Arkansas right now, and I'm sure this does get boring if you're a truck driver, but I don't think I've ever seen land this flat before, because I'm from West Pennsylvania, so to me this is actually kind of interesting to see how they just have their silos out here. I could just picture the tornadoes coming through these fields. I mean, I don't know, it's just, since I've never seen it before, it's just kind of interesting. Unfortunately, it was well after dark by the time I made it to the very scenic parts of the state. However, I got to watch this awesome sunset go down just before getting to the hotel room for a well-deserved sleep. I'm just getting ready to cross over the Oklahoma line from Arkansas. Welcome to Oklahoma. Almost hit a blown up tire on the road. Lucille's historic gas station on Route 66 in Oklahoma. I'm at the historic Route 66 museum near Clinton, Oklahoma. I'm gonna go inside real quick and see what they have here. Well, they had a lot of really interesting things there. However, I just ended up getting a couple souvenirs and then got back on the road so that I could have some time to relax at the hotel. Well, that's something out here. These storms just kind of, like, half the sky is blue, and then right here looks like I'm heading towards a storm. I can see the rain just dumping up here. Okay guys, I'm staying in a hotel in Amarillo, Texas, and it's kind of late to go get something to eat, so I'm going to show y'all how I can cook in the hotel rooms using this electric stove I got for $20 on Amazon. And then also I have some meat from home, and I've been driving for 3 days now, so I don't want it to go bad. It would have been better to eat at the campsite, but I'm gonna make a meal out of it here. Alright, let's get to cooking and see what we can make here. Put it on low heat. Extra virgin olive oil. Good enough. Put it higher till it warms up. So I'm going to add a little bit of quinoa and brown rice. I have this towel down just in case anything spills. Now this right here is leftover smoked and pulled shredded chicken. Oh, by the way guys, this electric stove, I can run it off my 1000-watt inverter, so I can run this off of solar as well. So I'm going to go ahead and season it up. Garlic powder. Be liberal with that. Onion powder. I may have put too much in of the garlic powder, but oh well, I love garlic, so. But if I make another batch, I may not put that much in. I'm going to do some ground black pepper. And finally, a little bit of salt. We're going to stir that all around. See how it tastes. Okay, yeah. Just a tad bit too much of the garlic powder, but not bad at all. And the final touch, a half-bitten piece of cheddar cheese. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Oh yeah, cheese is starting to melt down real nice. This is pretty good. I'm gonna try it with some mustard, yellow mustard. Just on this one side, because I don't think I'm gonna eat all this tonight. Alright, let's give it a try. Huh, yeah, it's actually pretty good with the mustard on it. Alright, well, I think this last little bit I'm gonna put into a container and just eat it in the morning tomorrow. Gonna be real careful here to not make a mess. This day was finally the last day for super long drives, and I was just excited to finally be getting out west. I spent the majority of the day driving through New Mexico, and then got into Arizona late at night. I ended up getting a hotel room in Flagstaff because there was flash flood warnings all over the area, and I really had no idea where I was going to camp. Wow, the scenery out here is unreal. I'm about to cross into Arizona. Looks like a couple more miles here. And it also looks like I'm driving straight into the monsoon. In the west part of the state, it looks like it's going to be bone dry by the Grand Canyon and then up into Zion National Park. So I shouldn't have to deal with the monsoon for like 2 weeks. Alright, I'm just about to cross over the Arizona state line, 2 miles. Wow, this is so cool. From Pennsylvania to Arizona. What's it been now? I didn't come directly here. I went to Tennessee. So I could have avoided a day there, but it's been 4 days of driving. Here it is. Welcome to Arizona. Oh, if we look out to the left, I don't know how well you can see it. There's one of those red rainbows very faintly over the Red Rock Mountain. That's so cool. That would be a really good picture. Wow, this sunset is so beautiful with the monsoon rains up here. Very pretty state.